But basically, actually, when I was in high school, I was part of a very small program. It was me and one other student who basically this program was sort of what SLU does. They develop student leaders and give them an opportunity to really use an idea that they have in their head that either they've had for a while or just a dream that they feel the Lord has given them, and really take the steps to start implementing that dream and creating something. And so I was part of that program and created this awareness event for a homeless shelter in our area at the age of 17, and got speakers to come. So basically it's a mini conference. Little did I know that would sort of make me go into the trajectory of my life where I am planning conferences now for SLU. So I get to college, wanted to go into youth ministry, had always had a heart for students, and about halfway through realized that my passion was more along the lines of student leadership and really developing those leaders like I had been developed, and giving them the chance to start now rather than feel like they have to wait until they have a degree or wait until they have a job or until they're older to really start living out the dreams and pursuing those that God has given them. So I applied to do an internship with Catalyst Conference, which is in Atlanta, Georgia, and is one of the biggest leadership conferences in the United States. Who heads it up? It's Tyler Reagan now, but it was Brad Lomenick for a very long time. And before that, it was part of the John Maxwell Company. So it has many like influential leaders that are part of its roots: Andy Stanley, Reggie Joyner, a lot of just very influential leaders. And so they do these leadership conferences around the country. And so while I was there and learning how to really plan leadership events at a very large scale, and learning leadership development skills in the process of that, I was doing some research for just part of my daily tasks, looking up student leadership resources, and was on Google, and Student Leadership University popped up. I'd never heard of it before then. This was in February. My internship ended in May, and was looking for a job afterwards. And so I just was looking at their website. They didn't have any positions available, but I sent them my resume and just said, this is what I can do. This is what I know how to do. And if you have anything in the future, I'd love to talk more with you. About a month later, their program coordinator decided she was going to move on to teaching. And so they interviewed me, and basically a couple of weeks after that, went through a couple more interviews, and they brought me on. And they didn't even post on the website, I think, that there was a position available. It just kind of all worked out and fell just perfectly into place. And so that's sort of how I ended up here, because while I was at Catalyst, I loved the leadership training I was able to do, but really missed the impact with student leaders, because their audience is 25 to 35-year-olds, and I really wanted to touch the hearts of young people in high school and early college years in that sort of age group. So this has been a real great opportunity to get to influence them a little bit further, just through the work I'm doing with SLU, and especially our 101 program, which is our youngest age group that tends to come through. So it's been great.